I cannot believe they actually did it. Elimination Chamber 2025. Those of you who have been following my channel, you know that I told you a month ago. You know I told you a month ago in my video right here on the channel where I said the only way to make this work is to have John Cena turn heel. After almost 2 decades, no, actually over 2 decades, they finally did it. John Cena is now the top heel in WWE, and he's teaming up with the man who was once his arch nemesis, The Rock. That was the closing show angle on Elimination Chamber. There were layers to this. First of all, Cody, let me go over I'm going to go review the whole show, but I want to quickly go through this last thing because I have to talk about it, dude. So Cody comes out, Cena wins the chamber. Basically, Seth punted, or not punted, I'm sorry. Seth did the curb stomp. He curb stomped Punk, and then Cena put him in an STF that was more like a sleeper hold, and then he passes out, so Cena wins. And then out comes Cody, and they're shaking hands, and everything's good. Then The Rock comes out with Travis Scott. So they're all in the ring, and I'm thinking, are they actually going to do the turn tonight? Are they actually going to do the turn tonight? Are they? Are they actually doing the turn tonight? And they did it. They did it. They actually did it. So first of all, Cody says, go fuck yourself, with no censorship, no bleeping, nothing. Just go fuck yourself to The Rock. And then The Rock does the cutthroat to Cena. Cena lays out fucking Cody. Cena then takes Travis Scott's title, hits Cody with it. Cody bleeds. Michael Cole was like, I can't believe they're doing this shit. So we heard the fuck word and the shit word on WWE TV. And oh my God. And then I'm in shock still. Cena takes the watch, the same watch that Dusty Rhodes pawned so that Cody can go to Hollywood to take acting classes. That wasn't The Rock, but that Bruce Pritchard and Triple H got for Cody last year. And lays out Cody. Cody bleeds. And Cena, Rock, and Travis Scott walk out. WrestleMania is now Cody Rhodes versus a heel John Cena. I pitched that Cena should turn heel, thinking it would happen at Mania. But they did it the month before. All of a sudden, now they have saved WrestleMania. Dwayne, I take back everything that I said. I take back everything that I said about you. You were right. I should have shut the fuck up. Now look, the part where him and Cody made up off screen, that was a little, okay, they could have done that better. We can all admit they could have done that better. They could have done something on TV to show that The Rock and Cody were buddy-buddy again before the turn happened. So now The Rock is John Cena's, I don't even know what you call it, manager, I don't know what. The Rock's the boss. Cena, best for business. Amazing. What a way they have saved WrestleMania. WrestleMania saved, bro. I mean, end the story. WrestleMania, I'm in. I'm back in. Every time I doubt Triple H and The Rock, they come around and they fix it. Okay, so the show opened with the women's elimination chamber, and it actually opened with a shocker. Jade Cargill came out and starts beating up on Naomi before the match even starts, to where Naomi had to get stretchered out. So the story twist, because they made it seem like she was going to beat up on Liv, is that apparently Naomi's the one that laid out Jade Cargill, not Liv Morgan and Raquel. That's the way that they're kind of presenting it. So we'll get more answers on TV, but this is how you book wrestling right, bro. This is how you do it. Then they had the chamber match, and let me tell you something. This was a great match. This was the most brutal women's elimination chamber they've had in a while. There were a lot of really nasty bumps. The girls all got beaten up real bad. I mean, it was... I'm telling you, it was a brutal match. Bianca Belair was the favorite because they had been talking about how they want to do Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania, and obviously Bianca and Rhea... they teased it the night after WrestleMania 2 years ago, and it's going to be a great match. I mean, that's going to be a phenomenal match. Phenomenal match, right? So there's that, right? There's that. Bianca won. I don't know if she's going heel, but it seems like Naomi might end up being the heel. Maybe it'll be Naomi versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. So that'll be good. Then they had the other women's tag match, which was it was the other women's match. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, who rarely gets on pay-per-view outside the Royal Rumble, so I am happy for her, against the hometown girl Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I have been talking about how Tiffany Stratton is probably turning babyface, and because Charlotte's clearly the heel in that feud. I mean, it's obvious that Charlotte's the heel. And then Trish and Tiffany won. It was about 11-minute match. Not anything too crazy. It was fine for what it was. This is the one match where if you can't see it, if you can't watch it, you're not missing much. You understand what I'm saying? It's a feud, but it's not really a majorly promoted feud. Then we had the unsanctioned match with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This was brutal. This was incredibly brutal. So, these guys destroyed each other. I mean, I've seen a lot of El Generico, Kevin Owens matches, and they actually mentioned El Generico by name. They mentioned El Generico by name. They busted out some indie spots. They busted out, like, for example, a suplex onto a chair. They busted out, like, a suplex from the top rope onto a chair. I'm doing it now. Sami Zayn went for the haluva kick, knocked out the referee. Another referee came in. Kevin Owens laid him out. It was just chaos, complete chaos. Now, the finish, Kevin Owens hit Sami with a powerbomb on the apron. And he hit him with a power bomb on the apron, and all the officials came out, told him to stop. He did another one, then a third one, and then he rolled him in the ring, got the 1, 2, 3. I wasn't sure who was gonna win this one. I thought Sami might win, but after the match, they were teasing that Kevin was gonna hurt Sami even more. Randy Orton's music played, so out comes Randy Orton, and Randy Orton is scheduled to wrestle Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. He RKO's him, threatens to do the punt, but Kevin Owens gets out. Oh, no, he doesn't get out. The officials come in and stop it. So Kevin Owens, rolled out after the officials saved him. So there's another WrestleMania 41 match you can look forward to. Then they had the men's chamber, which was also great. Not as great as previous year's chambers. The storytelling was good. The storytelling here was that John Cena, being obviously the aging guy, right? The guy who obviously the storyline here is he can't beat Cody. He knows he can't beat Cody because Cody is now what John Cena used to be. So the story here was that other guys were basically beating each other. So you'd have a finisher get hit by one guy, then the other guy would take the pin. It was Cena versus Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins. A lot of these guys have been together for most of 2024, 2023. Obviously Priest and Punk and Drew and Seth Rollins have had a multitude of different matches against each other. And of course, it was WrestleMania last year where Seth wrestled Drew beat him, then Punk screwed Drew, and then Priest beat him. So there's all these like intertwining storylines that are going into WrestleMania. And it was a really good, again, I actually think the women's match was a little bit more brutal. This one told a better story. That one was more brutal. I mean, there were parts of the match where I was like wincing when like Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez did, like, it was just nasty, man. This was more of a storytelling type of thing, and it told a great story. They're obviously setting up Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Like, that's being set up for a WrestleMania match. And they're obviously going to do, I don't know where Logan Paul fits into this, but Seth Rollins versus Punk versus Roman, that's going to happen at Mania. Again, I'm not too keen on a three-way, but it's a three-way feud. So, but they're doing their best to make it work. And then, of course, we had the post-show angle where I just couldn't believe it. Like, they actually went through with it. What I said they should have done, they went through with it. Triple H and I really, really vibe together, bro. We really, really vibe. We share the same brain, dude. I'm saying that unless you're watching this, Paul. Unless you're watching it, Paul. In which case, thank you for using my idea. I'm kidding. He's not watching it, yo. He's not watching it. But yeah. Cena versus Cody, WrestleMania. Gunther versus Jey Uso's the other world title match. Probably going to open up night 2. They're not going to close with that. I could see the three-way closing night 1 maybe, and then Punk gets his WrestleMania main event. But they might not even do that either. So I'm not sure. I could also see a three-way loser leaves town where Seth gets pinned, because Seth's been talking about how he's going to be retiring soon anyways and opening up a restaurant with Becky. So that could be a way to get rid of him. Seth is still young and in good shape, so he could go for a couple more years. But man, go out of your way to see at least the last match and the post-show angle, because it's like last year, man. When Rock showed up to take the match away from Cody, I was mad. And then The Rock came around. And once again, The Rock has figured out a way to make it all work. This is great. Hey, look. They did the right thing. Now it's Rock and Cena, former enemies, Hollywood, members of the DCEU, Black Adam and Peacemaker, together. It's great. Anyways, y'all, great show. Thumbs up show. Everything was good. Very brutal matches. Some big surprises. Randy Orton, obviously a big surprise. Jade Cargill, and of course, the turn of John Cena. I cannot wait for the promo on Raw Monday. I can't wait. That's all I have to say. Damn. Take care.